Many songwriters abide by a lone wolf mentality when it comes to their songwriting, putting their muse first at all times. It's hard work keeping a relationship and even harder keeping a band. Sometimes, though, the lone wolf realizes he needs a pack to help him run down the dream. From middle school bands in Virginia to solo acts in the American West, Shane Cooley found his band waiting in Austin. Meet Shane Cooley and the Midnight Girls, our next studio guest on Songwriters Across Texas.
I think I've always been something weird. I've always been an artist. I've always identified with myself as an artist. My dad, he was actually my high school principal and an educator for 42 years. And he had a band with his faculty members when I was a kid. And I would fall asleep listening to his band practice. And I just always kind of was around music, and my mom was an art teacher as well, so my parents were always encouraging of making art and being creative.
When I was like 10, I started this band with my friends called Inferno. I wrote this song called I Love Rock. And this is what we were excited about.
I was walking down the street when I heard a strange beat. Pop country whining away. Well, that just makes me wanna say, well, let me say it now. I love rock. I love rock.
I've always had sort of a good internal sense of timing, at least for, maybe not time management per se, but knowing when it's time for this, or it's time for that, or it's time to embrace this, or it's time to let go of that. And like, I've been familiar with Texas songwriting even from a younger age. Packed all my stuff, said I'm moving to Austin. I was really amazed by the friendliness of people and the way they treated music. You know, to see a musician loading zone, you never would see that in Virginia. And there's a scene here, it's not necessarily one that's full of money.
Tossing and turning the whole night through. Yeah, I only get in trouble when I'm working out. There's nothing to do at all. And the only thing worse than these nightmares is facing the truth. I'm so tired of being restless. I should have known.
So late one night I was just jamming. I was feeling kind of lonely, but all the girls were asleep, you know. So there weren't any Midnight Girls. So I was like, where are all the Midnight Girls? So that's how the song started, was just from me being a lonely late nighter.
Where are all the midnight girls? I must have known them all in a different world. Sink into the shadows, buried in the snow. Some of them still blind me with their glow. suppose it's time for a change. And where are all those years I spent? Must have scraped them up just to pay the rent. Since used to offer me their 2 cents. Ooh, yes, I know it's time for a change. Ooh, I suppose it's time for a change. I suppose it's time for a change. Time for a change. Time for a change.
When 9/11 happened, you know, they announced what happened over the intercom at school and all of that, and I went home and I wrote a song about it, and, you know, just wondered what could I do to help in any way as a 14-year-old kid. And so I pressed CDs of that song and raised money for the Red Cross through that.
This Wishes CD drive that you've heard us talk about on the radio. Hi, Shane.
And that's when people started paying some attention and wanting me to play at these different ceremonies and different things that were going on for 9/11 after that happened. And one of those ceremonies I played, I remembered as I was walking off the stage, this row of men in uniform all stood up and wanted to shake my hand. And it made me realize that it's not just fun, it's important to make art. And it could be more than a hobby, it's a passion, it's something that could be a beneficial thing to bring light into the world. And from that point, I just never stopped.
I can pick up and write a song right now. I have my tricks, I have all of my things that I can use, but there's a difference between that and when I feel like I'm channeling something.
Like a drifter coming from another realm, going from town to town. No one goes out anymore, and I am bored. A drifter coming from another realm.
I've got thousands of voice memos on my iPhone. Sometimes I'll just write the whole thing stream of consciousness, and you got to catch that in the wind. Like, I couldn't do that right now probably, but and sometimes it's a process. Sometimes a guitar lick will get buried for years and come back to the surface, and I'll finally have a way to continue it, you know. But I wrote Vertical View the night Tom Petty died, and I wasn't aware of it, but it was right around the same time this song poured out. And to me, it's got this real strong Petty feeling to it. And I just had this feeling where I was like, this is a song that needs to happen right now. And like a few hours later, my buddy Chris called me and told me he died, and it was just devastating to me. Like, my first memory of singing was singing along to Free Fallin' in my dad's pickup truck when it first came out, you know. And so yeah, that was a powerful moment for me, and I do feel like little, you know, we're all stardust or whatever. Like when artistic people pass in and out of this world, they kind of leave little residual sparks here and there. And I think that I just sort of subconsciously felt my hero passing and wrote that song, you know. And you know, I still don't really know everything that song's about, I just knew that song needed to happen.
Can find the main line in my vertical view. I'm going cross-eyed, I guess the rumors are true. Stumble in the dark, fumble for a grip, but I keep on slipping. Baby, let her rip, it'll make no difference to me. Can see the old days in my vertical view. Clue in the cold case with the verdict that's new. Trying to get by, fumble for a grip, but I keep on slipping. Always in a hurry, but it makes no difference in time. Wish I'd get it right, reaching for a light that only keeps its distance, since the sense of sight makes a worthless witness of you. Vertical view, my vertical view, my vertical view. Can't find the main line in my vertical view.
These pirates back here behind me, I could not be more blessed to have. As a singer-songwriter, especially one that does like to have a band, you know, that's been a tough line to walk for many artists over decades.
So, here we are at Aransa's Music Emporium, and we're deep in the realm of album land with the Midnight Girls.
Everyone wants to play music with their friends, but that's not necessarily the best idea. But it also can be really cold and soulless if there's not a real connection. These guys really, they believe in the songs. There's a lot of respect and love and true support amongst these guys. Wayne and Ian and I have been playing together for about 3 years, and Abe, our youth member, has hopped on board about a year ago, and I could not be more fortunate because they all have their own personalities that really bring something to the table. You know, I have a direction I want things to go, but they might bring a flavor to it that will take it to a whole new level.
Every artist I've worked with, some manner, has had a song that's saved my life in some way, whether it be a week of feeling bad or a month of going through a low point or whatever. Something has pulled me back and kept me centered. And I feel like Shane has more of those moments in his songs, more of those songs that affect me, and I'd say most people that hear them.
Don't you ever get tired of being sad? You're made for life as I told it, but you must be at least a little bit glad when the cats are out looking.
I was living out in Phoenix, and I kind of had a songwriting transformation out there because I was kind of out in the desert in a totally different place and just kind of doing my own thing and getting immersed in someplace different. But I knew I wasn't going to be there forever. I was starting to be too loud and stay up too late. To leave this place was my roommates. The energy started to change, so it's just that feeling of knowing, all right, next chapter. Get in the car, cruise out, find the road.
Treachery on every corner here. You gotta watch your back. You gotta watch your back. Minding my P's and Q's, but you never know just who's hearing you. And everybody's out just for themselves, but no one has the nerve to tell me go to hell. White lies, fair weather friends, when are we moving on again? I gotta leave this place, gotta leave this place. White lies, fair weather friends, when are we moving on again? I gotta leave this place, gotta leave this place. This winning streak could go on indefinitely, or just for a little while, just for a little while. But I'm wise enough to know right now when my luck's running out. It's running out, and the coyotes are closing for the kill. I refuse to be just another cheap thrill. White lies, fair weather friends, when are we moving on again? I gotta leave this place, I've gotta leave this place. White lies, fair weather friends, when are we moving on again? I gotta leave this place, I've gotta leave this place. White lies, fair weather friends, when are we moving on again? I gotta leave this place, I've gotta leave this place. white light. Fair weather friends, when can I go home again? I've gotta leave this place. I've gotta leave this place. Thank you so much.
We were set to do this album in Belize, Quiet Storms, Ian, Wayne, and I, and record these songs on an island. So we had to fly down there. So like Ian had recording gear like strapped to his stomach. It's very lo-fi sounding, but it has the energy of the island that we were on for sure. And I had just broken up with another girl, and she was originally supposed to go there with us. And I thought she had canceled her tickets. And we show up like early in the morning to fly out. And she's on the plane. Wayne was being very protective of me and being like, "Why are you here?" to her. And she brought all of her friends and they went on their own Belize adventure. It was this very but I just kept thinking about how I was on that island, this 3-acre island, looking out at the sunset, and I was like, man, I really wish I was as alone as I want to be right now, but I know my ex is right over on that island.
Since you've been gone, I've been listening to Motown songs. I wonder if we ever found a groove. If we did it all but lost. Oh baby, I can't shake it off. I guess it makes it easy to tell the truth. The final linchpin now, nobody has a single doubt. Gonna say, hey, 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 hey. Oh boy, summer's here. All the girls are out looking pretty. Oh baby, you just know I'm born to lose. So I'm in tonight for the first time in my life. I guess it's what they call the summertime blues. With the final linchpin out, nobody has a single doubt. I've come to say you're gonna be that way. I hope that you stay away and let me stay. And every time I go to bed, I think of what the righteous brother said. I hunger for your touch, your touch, your touch. Your touch.
get nightmares about tours because I've always had to wind up trying to book them myself, and I'm not a booking agent. You know, if I got to do it myself again, eventually I will, but I'm also like, I think that's part of getting older, is not necessarily learning what you like or what you want to do, it's learning what you don't like and what you don't want to do. And starting from there, and then you figure out what's good.
Change my ways for you. I could
I don't like half-assing a tour, but I love touring. You know, I miss that. I love the traveling, but I want to approach everything in a new way, in a better way. Gotta do it right, man.
But I feel like a